You won't believe where this was shot. This isn't a studio. This is my living room. As you can see. We're gonna do some portraits and we're gonna do some studio stuff. So first I gotta set it up. What you're about to see was the day before with Torie.
Heck yeah.
I need coffee though. It's like the middle of the day.
I was gonna get some before I came here.
Okay, let's go. Let's go get some coffee.
Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it. Don't like hanging, lessons, family, please don't claim it. Like what you claiming, what you saying,
This is a strawberry one. But I don't know if I like the color.
I don't know if I like that color.
I would like the...
Cherry vanilla could be cool.
Yeah.
I think we can cook with that.
Yes. And then what is this one? There's grape. And then there's a watermelon one.
The watermelon's kind of hard to...
There's an apple one.
Oh, the apple one's kind of cool.
Yeah. I like the
apple one more.
I think we'd be better because the apples, we could cut up apples.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do we want to focus on? Like, we don't have to buy props for every single one, do we?
I don't think so, but
we can focus.
It's so cheap enough.
Like if we focus on the orange one, then we can get oranges.
Yeah.
So maybe we focus on cherries would be hard to do.
Cherries would be hard. But I feel like these
lemon, yeah, these three.
Were easy. Like,
yeah.
It's like $3 for a pack of each of these.
Yeah, you got lemons here, or you can buy one for. Or how many do we need?
Yeah, I feel like oranges we could just do that.
Yeah.
This is $4. This will be enough.
This is $5.
Use enough and buy one to like cut up.
Yeah.
Like to just.
Yeah, a big one. Yeah. Lemons.
Lemon.
And then apples.
Apple. We could buy one apple one and then just cut it up.
I like that.
You know, like just the slices. Or we
Yeah.
could buy slices.
Well, I say we have some that are full together and some slice. To see.
And if we use a lime.
A lime.
It's like.
I got lemons.
So I think if we
But,
do.
oh, lime. Yeah,
lemon,
lemon
lime.
and lime. Okay.
So I think if we have a couple.
They're right here. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. I didn't realize limes were this small.
Yeah. So I think we could.
Are these real limes?
But we could drink that or something. I don't know.
Or we could do something like pink. Like
Yeah.
pink.
Like
pink
flowers
backdrops,
maybe.
pink
for the-
flowers.
yeah.
We could play with that too.
Okay.
Like putting pink objects.
Olliop sponsor us. I'm trying.
Olipop. Olipop, we're ready for our brand deal.
That looks cool.
I love the brand by Oh, moisturizer. We could use any one of these because I would actually use it, so I could buy it. And we're not wasting product either.
What's this? What's a balm cleanser?
Cleanser? It's like a face wash.
No. I'm thinking like whichever one. It would be cool to get a video if it's like this, and then churn, and it's like the different color one.
Ooh. Well, those aren't exactly the same then. But we can find a different brand.
But it doesn't matter if it's not the. But it doesn't matter if it's not the same. It could be cool like you use them both like back to back kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see what else there is. Bioma. Or we could use like your dish soap and bubble it up.
Yeah, exactly. That could be cool. Yeah, like make a soapy mess.
Yes. Oh, this is what I saw. This is the exact products.
See, that's cool.
Like that stuff. So even if we had two colored backdrops.
Yeah.
And did that. Or someone did this with it.
See, that's cool.
That's what I want to do.
That's cool.
So that's probably like water mixed with soap or something to make the bubbles.
Looks like it.
But yeah.
Looks like it's like glasses on top. It looks like.
And then I saw this with the like
See,
for an
that's cool.
Olipop
The
brand.
nails.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is exactly the brand we're working with. Bioma.
See, and the yellow does look sick.
Yeah, it pops in like different colors.
Okay.
So there's the purple, like if we use the purple backdrop.
Exactly.
So that it's not so yellow on yellow, that'd be cool. But yeah, there's so many, people have done so many shoots with the stuff. Come on, can you reach that very
This
top
one?
one right there?
She said I couldn't reach the top one.
Well, I can't, so I gotta. Is it bigger? Which one do you like better? This is one. It's just stuck together. You like the square better?
I kind of like the square better.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
I think I like the square better.
And then this one's deeper, so
Yeah.
you'll have to put it
I think
back.
we won't have to fill it as much.
Yeah, which I like.
Okay.
Okay, well, there's that. And then what are we next? Sand?
Yeah, sand if we can. Sand if we can find it.
Yeah, craft paper, and then the watch.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Got it. Do we need another one of these? Or do we just need a glass? Is there something glass we could put? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
So like if we put the sand
Oh yeah, we need a second one
Yeah.
to put on top of it.
Yeah. Like a flat one.
Yeah. They had lids for those.
Maybe the lid will just work.
Yeah, we should go back and
Okay.
get the lid.
Yeah.
I don't want to get two.
It might be cool to get you though.
So we would do that instead of this.
But will this work better or worse?
Well, this one only has one.
Oh.
But I think we're only needing to do that with the water.
So okay.
So,
Okay, so we
it'd be
need
easy
this.
to fix.
We need this for the water and for the fruits to put in. And then we'll put like the color backdrop underneath it.
Oh.
And then for the water, we need to put the water in here too.
Yeah, and then put the sand on the bottom.
Yeah, put
Why?
the sand. Because if we put the sand in
This
here,
probably wouldn't hold water as well as
probably
that.
won't hold water.
So we should do that.
But this will squish it. Is the thing.
This will what?
This will squish it. So for we could put sand.
This
Let's
has a
get-
little ledge, so it would retain some
Let's
stuff.
get both. Let's get both.
Okay.
We don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah, we're still
We'll figure it out.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think we got it.
We got everything we need?
Paper, color paper.
Oh yeah. We didn't look over in the arts and crafts.
Yeah, let's look and see if they have
It's over
the
there.
purple and pink.
Where we were. Wish they did that.
Yeah. Maybe that big. Just needs to fill this space.
Yeah. Is it the right kind of fabric? Or the right kind of... Does that work?
I think it'll work. I think if we put the thing on top of it.
Then we've got so many colors to work with.
Yeah, then we can make it.
And there's like multiple of each color, so we can do
We could.
one on top and one on the bottom.
Yeah, and then we can get this. Because otherwise we're limited to like these colors.
Yeah.
Which kind of suck.
Honestly.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
I think we're good. We're ready to check out now.
Look at you vlogging so confidently in the Target.
Oh yeah. So we have the Ollipops. We have the whatever this is, facial cleaners. But the packaging looks cool. That's key.
Yep.
The bubble maker. Fruits.
We've got all our fruits.
We got all the fruits.
Sand.
We got our sand.
Kinetic sand.
Kinetic
So it doesn't dry out. I think that'll be helpful.
key. And then everything else we got at home. So
Yeah.
let's see.
New shoes on a Friday morning. New look, still can't hide my boring. I got a pocket full of change-ups. I switch hit, I'm a
What was the
stranger.
total again?
10.
Ain't something I could say. No more changing for
We got all our props and stuff.
I'm gonna be in this. Oh yeah, okay.
We
There
got
we
all
go.
our props. Our total was like 103.80 something.
Yeah, so don't go to Target for props.
Yeah,
but
maybe go somewhere else.
it was convenient. We could get everything in one place.
And everything was like aesthetic was our
Yeah.
main thing.
Mhm.
And most of it is like the facial washers. The sand was expensive, but I think the sand will make it cool.
Yes.
The bins, you could probably go cheaper because like the fruits weren't that expensive, the drinks were not that expensive.
Mhm.
It was the other thing.
And the backdrop stuff. You said you got that at Dollar General.
Yeah, I got that at Dollar Tree.
Or Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. So
So you don't
are-
even have to come here for that.
Yeah, I don't have to go with that.
It's cheaper there.
We just wanted specific colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see what it looks like.
Happening right now.
So if you ever want to film top down, a C-stand is the way to go.
How do you set this up? I've never seen it.
Oh, you haven't said, see? Because this arm can go over,
Yeah.
and then I can be right on top of us. Yeah.
Okay. But then how do you connect the camera?
So this thing right here can mount to like a camera. You could just like screw the camera on.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it'll be top down.
I had no idea.
So that's the nice thing with them. Yeah, this arm just goes over, will be on top of us.
Wow.
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use my phone because I don't have a way to do that. I'm gonna just use the gas.
You don't have a what?
I just don't feel like using that.
Oh, the
Because I might
camera.
want to use my phone. Straighter to your phone.
That's exciting.
Yeah, the wide angle. Because that angle is not. And then I could just start rolling. Yeah. That's literally it. Yeah. And now we're going to cut to this one. It looks ghetto, but it high-key works.
No, I love it though. This is like you're not having to buy a $60 phone
Yeah.
connector thing. Like if
Yeah.
it works, it works.
It literally works. Okay. Let me put this. That.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna experiment with some different stuff though and see how you like it.
Yeah, oh, I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why this is convenient, because you can just like instantly see top down looks this way, from the side looks this way, with this different shadows. So we can see how we want to put it. I could even like blast it above and it's gonna be softer. So like this is the harsh light, this is it softer instantly after it's diffused.
Ooh.
Versus harsh. I kind of want something harsh with some shadows could be cool. So
Oh, put that up there again.
some shadows could be cool
Oh
to
yeah.
play with.
Oh, that's cool.
So let's see.
Okay.
So I was about to call it quits. I know I called it quits, but I had an idea. So we put this in my sink, and this could be a sick shot. So. Have this big light with the softbox that's gonna be soft. Yeah, unlike food photos, you want the opposite when you're doing portraits. You want it to be a lot more softer. So that's why we have the diffuser on, and we want to, as best we can, close these curtains so we don't get as much light bleed. You can have to it. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Softbox. Makeshift reflector, go to person. To Rockbrook Camera for developing film. That's where I got my backdrop stands, the lights that I'm mentioning in this video itself, the cameras and the lenses. So if you want anything camera related, make sure and stop by. Link somewhere in the bio. So check them out. A question I've been getting a lot, specifically from like Torie and all my other friends, is what lighting setup should you use? So in today's shoot, we use constant light. Constant light has a lot of benefits. One, you don't have to guess. You don't have to guess like what. You don't have to guess, or you don't have to know. Let me do that again.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So a lot of my friends have been asking me about my lighting setup or different lighting setups on what they should do. Personally, I use a lot of constant lights in a lot of my work because I'm doing both photos and video, and it just saves a lot of time. With constant lights, you can see what the light is doing at its brightness instantaneously, and you can just adjust. So if you're used to taking photos using natural light, it's going to be an easy progression because you can just move the light as you want it to look. You can put a softbox on, as we're doing here, to make it soft with the diffusion, or you could take the diffusion off to create like some harsh shadows. Now, strobes are also very cool. The difference is, if you're using strobes, you're going to want to overpower any other light in the scene. So, for example, I did a photo shoot with my friend Joe in his gym. We wanted to overpower the light in the gym. We used strobes. I did another shoot with a bunch of Native Americans in the community with Cornelius. Again, there was lights on, and the strobe overpowers all the light, and everything besides the person that is lit is black. So for that shoot, we didn't use like a black backdrop. It was just the strobe is so bright that anything behind them was going to be dark. Turbo explained it to me as, the further away your light is to the wall, the darker everything is going to be. And if you have a lot of space between the subject and their background, you can completely eliminate the background. So strobes have a nice place. It's intimidating. It's not that hard to use, but I, for most things, use constant light, especially if you have control. So if you can control, you can turn off the lights, you can adjust everything. Constant lights are fine, they're convenient, they're easy. Strobes also are great. But it's just, and TTL. So TTL is just auto mode for your strobe. So you put it on. You need a trigger. That's the thing with the strobes. You need a trigger on. So let's say you're shooting with a friend. You both need those wireless receivers. And they're not expensive, but it's just another step. So, does that answer your question, Connor? You can talk.
No,
Yeah.
That answers my yes.
Yeah. So it's like they both have. As a photographer, I could see why you would want both. As a person that like makes content, I use the so that shoot.
Like if you could buy just one.
If I just buy one, I would just use the constant.
Yeah.
The shoot I did with Cornelius with the Native Americans, I started with strobes, but we had to pick up time. And I was doing photos and video, so I just we're just gonna use a constant light. It is nice to be able to like blast them with light and make the background dark. It's cool. It's cool, but it just depends.
And I feel like you can also do that with just
You can.
the other one, without the softbox.
Yeah, but we're in a smaller space.
Yes.
So we can turn off the lights.
And we have controlled lighting.
Exactly.
So that's the biggest thing.
Exactly. But if we were doing this in not my place, where I can turn off all the lights, close the windows, do all that, then I would use strobes. So that's kind of the difference. So if you're primarily shooting at home, doing stuff like product stuff, you could use whatever your preference is.
Yeah.
If you're going to like other people's offices and you don't know, then I would use a strobe. So like headshots, if you're going into a lot of people's offices and you don't get to pick, and you just have to show up and make it look good, I would use a strobe. I'll bring a strobe.
Yeah.
Because they're also the wireless thing. My video content light that's wireless lasts not as much as my strobe.
Oh.
So, if I can plug in, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you can't plug in, you can take a strobe anywhere.
Yeah.
It'll work.
True. I didn't think about that.
So that's kind of like I'm doing a shoot with like an environmental shoot, and if you have the time, both make sense. I don't know. That's a better like whole answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm sold on the video lights.
They're convenient. They're very
They're so
convenient. They're very convenient. They let you know.
I didn't even know these existed. I always thought it was the flash strobes.
Yeah, because for videos you can't use a flash.
Yeah.
You have to have a light that's like going.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's the breakdown. That's what we were doing.
Oh.
You're good. I can't think of. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So we shot some video. We shot film. I don't know if it worked or not. But that was today's shoot. High key, that was harder than I thought. Like staging it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, especially for the product stuff, because we thought we were gonna get that done in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And we ended up only getting one done before the model got here. And I think we had like an hour to get it done. And it took us a long time to set it up. And get the lighting correct and get the can ready. So yeah, that was a lot. And then just the posing and switching the backdrops, moving the lights. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just used to showing off with my camera. So I'm glad I did this.
Yeah, I think the moment you bring lights, you need to like double the time thinking. The product stuff, the one thing I want to figure out is the reflection on the can is kind of annoying.
Oh yeah.
We tried double diffusing, and then everything is flat. But then you need like a lot more light. The gobo, that was the thing that like we used to project the light and get like the eyes. I always wanted to get a shot like that, where it's like the eyes.
And it has the little things you
Slit.
insert that make the shapes.
Which is cool. That's cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today was like a play day. But like by play we just mean like we experimented with different stuff to see like how it works. Because you don't want to go to a shoot and experiment. When you go to a shoot, it's time for you to like execute. So it's days like this where you get to like learn, try new things.
Yes.
That when Ollie Pop sent us stuff and it's like, hey, do this shoot. We don't have to guess. We know how to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Any parting words?
Should we talk about Mylar paper? If you want some more footage.
Yeah. What do you think?
So it was kind of hard to work with. We had her laying on it, and I didn't feel like it popped as much because we had a black backdrop. We probably needed a white one to make it all do its thing. But then we did some where we were shining the light on it and using it to create like a water effect. And that was really cool. I feel like we can use that in different ways. Even with the product stuff, we could get into doing that.
Yeah. And
have it make like the water look. But I thought that was cool. But yeah, I didn't like when we were laying down on it and stuff because we didn't have the white backdrop.
Yeah, it's water caustics are super hard to do. So that's like the water reflection. It's called like caustics. You see them at the bottom of the pool. Blade Runner is super popular for doing it, and they did it in the most extra way possible. I'm pretty sure they shot through water and had it moving. Now, the Mylar paper gets you that effect. It is annoying to use. It's not convenient. I don't know. I feel like I see the vision, but like I don't at the same time.
Because wasn't I like holding it somehow?
I think you're holding it.
Yeah. So you need a second person to kind of.
You need a second, like by your, because I'm thinking
water.
like if I had it by myself, would I want to use it? I think it would irritate me a little bit.
Well, you had it on the C stand, which is the pole. If you had two C stands and were really structuredly holding it down, but I think there was a part where I kind of tilted it, slanted it, and you would have needed a second person for that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's worth it to try. It was $50 on Amazon.
And we didn't crumple it. I think there's a lot of things we could do.
I think I would use it more with product stuff than people.
Yeah, with products, I think it's cool because you can see your reflection so much that you might be in the shot, depending on how you.
And then the water effect, and there's so many things you can do with it.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm convinced.
I'm not convinced, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Yeah. We're tired.
We are exhausted.
Yeah.
What time did we start?
You came at 3:30.
Oh yeah, because we went thrifting first.
Yeah, we went. So like our mindset was like we went thrifting because we wanted to watch for products because we thought 4 drinks and like 3 shampoos wasn't enough. We're gonna breeze through these. We were wrong. And then we went to Target and got the supplies, as you can see, which was cool. Set up took a while, and then Breanna.
Yeah, Rihanna.
And then Breanna pulled up and we did the shoot, which is cool.
And then we had the idea of doing all this after, but
Yeah, we thought we were gonna do it after.
our brains are fried.
Yeah, but like our brain, we reached that point where like, I don't want to do it. Do you want to do it? And like, no.
And we thought we'd get more done beforehand, but we got one can done.
Yeah, we got one can done.
But it's good though. We're learning how it works.
It's cool.
We're being detailed, taking our time.
Yeah.
So that's the point of this. These are why we need to do these days. Free shoots, free stuff for us to learn. If it fails, it doesn't matter because it's only affecting us.
Yeah, I think me and Torie both shoot a lot, and I think if you're a photographer, like there's a quote about Picasso where the time where he made the best art was the time that he was making the most art. So I think if you're like a creative, you gotta like continuously like sharpen your iron. So if I'm not like making stuff continuously, you're getting like worse. Is how I feel. Like you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Kind of like in shape. You're either like getting better in shape or you're just falling off. So if you don't continuously like try and learn, try new things, try different styles, it's like you get complacent. It's hard to grow.
And I hate saying this, but to save myself from burnout, I do more work. Like I do more of these cool shoots like this, and that's what helped me get my fire going again. So like normally people would need a break, but I just love doing this. Like this makes me want to go and shoot. I'm gonna go to my next paid shoot and do better.
I completely agree. I feel like this makes me okay. How do I get the lighting better? How do I do this better? And even like teaching you like how to get like the soft light. It's like okay, how would I do that look? Because you might know, like I know how to do it, but like I don't care to do it. If you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you're like, oh, how do you get a look like this? I'm like, oh, they did this and reflected it to like bounce the light, and then we did it, and now I'm like, okay, I might put that extra effort in.
Yeah.
To do it.
Uh-huh.
Which is the also nice thing about having friends that are like doing it with you. It keeps you learning.
Gives you different perspectives. And if we're both looking at the same thing, we might have a different idea. Or yeah.
Yeah.
I just love collaborating with other people.
Yeah. Cause you got some shots, and I was like, that's sick. I want to get a shot like that.
Yeah. And same. So that was cool. And of course we're using your gear, so that's why I'm here. Just kidding. But I want to learn. I want to do this. I'm excited.
And it's not that. It's not that. I don't want to say it's not that deep.
It's not.
But it's not at the same time. Like just do it. Like you're the only one stopping you from doing it.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier about how some photographers kind of overdo it to where it like looks overwhelming to the eye. But like sometimes you just need this video light and your camera. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need all the C-stands, all the crazy stuff that some people just set that up to make it look cool. But sometimes you really use it.
We didn't even have a reflector, so we used the thing from the car. So you can like make.
Yeah, the thing that covers your window to keep the sun in the summer.
That's what we use for the reflection.
Yeah. I love that
in
stuff.
this shot you could see it. It makes a difference. But
Yeah.
otherwise you get like the shadow.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're big on just finding things in our homes that we can use instead of having to buy a $60 reflector. I think that was $10 at Walmart. So there you go.
Works. It works. Okay. I think we got it. I'm trying to think of. I think we answered all the questions.
Yeah.
Here are the results. As you can see, we're gonna go edit now, and now we're gonna put it on. If you like that video and want to see more, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, because there's more coming your way.